Don't sleep on the month of December in the housing market. You're definitely going to want to watch this one. So many people come out and say, hey, nobody buys or sells during November or December, and I'm going to debunk that theory right now. And first, if you get some value out of this, you'll learn something from this video, or you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, make sure to turn on notifications so you can see when we're posting more often, so you can get totally up to the minute with the market. And if we say something here that makes you scratch your head and wondering if you should be making a real estate decision yourself, feel free to schedule a call with our team with the link in the comments. So, the end of the year. Most agents tell you, hey, nothing sells in December. No one is transacting, and that could not be further from the truth. In fact, the most savvy consumers are maybe having an eye on the first quarter or the second quarter and starting their real estate search process now. They're starting their selling plans right now as well, because we know that the best time to be out there, whether you're a buyer or a seller, is when there's less competition. And that's exactly what the end of the fourth quarter brings to all the people out there thinking about making a real estate decision over the next 6 to 12 months. So here's what we know. From a buyer side, there's a few things happening in your favor right now. We've seen rates drop down to the lowest point that they've been in almost a year. It was the biggest rate drop that we saw in any 12-month period since last November happened just a few weeks ago. So it's way more affordable to buy a home right now. If you're looking at a $500,000 home, the drop in rates will save you north of $230 a month on your payment. So that's obviously massive savings. So it's a little more affordable to buy something right now. The second thing buyers should be thinking about is that 39.1% of home sellers in November made an adjustment to their asking price, meaning that prices are a little more negotiable now than they have been in the past. We're coming out of this white-hot unicorn COVID market. Well, now the market's normalizing, and it's not a bad market, it's just normal. We're never going to see anything like that again for a very long time. So now there's an opportunity for some buyers to negotiate with sellers. And the third reason that, especially locally in the greater Philadelphia area, home buyers should be looking at, maybe I need to get a little more serious about my situation right now, is we have seen an 18.5% increase in the number of available properties from this November compared to last November. So year over year, we're seeing significantly more supply. And this is based on the month's supply of inventory. How many homes are on the market based on the current absorption rate? So we have all these things happening. So if you're a buyer and you've been one of those people wanting to wait for the market to get better or wait for conditions to move into your favor, I don't know what else you're waiting for right now. I'd be looking at, hey, we've got more inventory, we've got lower rates, meaning a lower payment, and we've got sellers willing to negotiate. This might be my chance to get the home that I want before everyone jumps back into the market after the first of the year. So there's a lot to be learned there on the purchase side. And if your agents aren't telling you this, it might be time for a new one. Now, on the sell side, there's some other things that are going to be factoring into your decision about whether you want to list now or wait until after the first of the year or into the spring. One, inventory is still historically low. We've seen a 1.4 month supply of homes available in the suburban counties, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, and Bucks, and we've seen a 4+ month supply in the city of Philadelphia. Obviously, the two are very different. The point is, when rates come down, which a lot of people are predicting they will, you're going to see more homes list. You're going to see more sellers come to the market because they've been playing the waiting game themselves. And when more homes come to the market, that means there's going to be more competition. And as a seller, you want to be on the market when the neighbors aren't. Historically, we always see a pop in new listings happen after the first of the year. So I'd be thinking about moving my time frame up, especially with this rate drop that we've just seen, because that bounces affordability up, meaning buyers can have a lower payment at the same price for your home than they could have just a couple weeks ago. That's going to get more buyers interested, more people competing, or they can go higher on the price, all of which will benefit home sellers. That's number one. Secondly, days on market is still trending at 30 days or less in the suburban counties and about 60 days in the city of Philadelphia. This is below the pre-pandemic levels, meaning there's still a lot of demand out there. Days on market is less than where it was pre-pandemic, meaning there's still buyers out there. They want to transact, and if you're out there when the market starts to move and playing offense and getting ahead of the curve instead of being one of the last people to know and playing catch up, you're going to benefit in the price you get and the terms you sell the home for. Third, any buyer out there looking during the month of December or the end of November, they're serious. They're buying a house. They're not one of these looky-loos. They're not messing around. They are ready to transact. So you've got demand still being strong, lower rates and higher affordability, more listings likely coming after the first of the year, meaning less competition right now. Even though inventory has jumped up, we're still historically very low. And all of these things are happening right now. So if you're a seller, I'd be looking at taking advantage of that before more homes come to the market, because it's all about perspective here. And this is why homes constantly sell in November and December. Don't believe the hype. There's some factual data here that's going to help you get the best result, which is what every buyer and every seller wants. So if you got questions about any of this or you need to navigate it, click on the link in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, turn the notifications on with the bell icon, and like the video so we can keep you up to the minute with everything happening in the real estate market.